Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Everything seems important to you until you fall sick. And then you realize that without your health, you have nothing. Siddharth Shukla, age 41, Indian TV actor, died of a cardiac arrest. Deepesh Bhan, age 42, died of a cardiac arrest again. Suryavanshi, age 45, died of a cardiac arrest. These are a few names which I'm able to take because these people are famous. But there must be a zillion out there, people around us, people in their late 20s, 30s, 40s, who deserve to live every bit of their life but could not and died of some preventable disease. Ideally, this should not be happening, but in the recent years, we've just seen an increase in lifestyle diseases and lifestyle associated morbidity and mortality. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 17. Yukta hara virahasya, yukta chetasya karmasu, yukta sapna bodhasya, na bhavati dukhaha. He who is temperate in eating and in sleep and in wakefulness can elevate all sorrows. All of this does not only talk about how we can prevent, but rather reclaim the lost years of our life and also reclaim our health. In my medical practice, I have seen so many cases of lifestyle associated diseases happening in people who are in their late 20s and young age, which are associated with stress, there is diabetes and other diseases, that it makes me wonder that if only we could go forth and advocate the atomic health habits effectively, which could make all the difference. So, science talks about this concept called as DALYs, Disability Adjusted Life Years, which is basically, in simple terms, the number of years of your life lost because of dying early or living with an illness or some disability. For example, you are supposed to have a biological age of 80 years, but you die at 50. You don't only lose out on those 30 years of your life, you also lose out on the most productive years of your life, years that should have gone into your career building, into economic growth, years when you should have been around with your family, contributing to the country, society, everything. But rather, those were the years from your lives which have been subtracted. The Global Burden of Disease study highlights a troubling increase in DALYs lost among the youth, especially aged between 15 to 39. And young people are succumbing to lifestyle preventive illnesses and losing out in the prime years of their life, wherein they should be contributing to the nation, to the society, and living the best years of their life with their family. And it is extremely astonishing that it is not infections or road accidents because of which the youth is falling ill. It is because of stress-associated illnesses like diabetes and high blood pressure and other stress-associated problems that the youth is currently facing. Economically, the increased burden of this disease could lead to high burden of disease, high healthcare costs, higher out-of-pocket expenditure, and lower workforce, healthy workforce that the entire globe has. How surprising and sad at the same time as all of this. The World Economic Forum estimates that non-communicable diseases could cost the global economy $47 trillion, which is higher than the GDP of so many countries. Imagine. So, till now, I have built my case. I have put across the problem statement. But what if I told you that there is a solution to all of this? Yes, you heard me right. There are scientific evidence-based strategies that can help you live a healthy life. They are nothing but our atomic health habits. Number 1, mindful eating. No fancy diet, just a home-cooked meal, balanced in carbs, proteins, fats, and our micronutrients. Avoiding preservative-laden food, food with a lot of flavoring agents and coloring agents, avoiding packaged foods, that's all. But number 2, drinking 2 to 3 liters of water daily. Number 3, exercising for at least 45 minutes daily. Number 4, sleeping for 7 to 8 hours. Number 5, practicing mindfulness and grounding practices by whatsoever means you want. It can be meditation, it can be doing breathing exercises, etc. And number 6, avoiding active or passive smoking, avoiding alcohol or any kind of substance abuse. These are the atomic health habits, ladies and gentlemen, which can go a long way. And it can help you reclaim and get all those years of your life which you probably would have lost. How surprising and how good it is at the same time. We have such simple solutions available to us for free. In fact, in the Yoga Sutra, it is written, Hyam Dukham Anagatam. It is not just a spiritual teaching, it is rather a timeless truth of health and well-being, which basically means that all future suffering can be avoided. So it's been since centuries that the concept of preventive healthcare has been on the table. We just need to be a little aware of it, and being mindful of the atomic health habits, our life can go a long way. Also, the Yoga Sutra talks about how the real healing lies in prevention, and suffering of any kind, which is mental, physical, or social, can be avoided. Personally speaking, as a daughter of an army man, I have had the privilege, or rather the opportunity, of living in one of the most far-flung places of the country to some metro cities, and also in some places where civilization barely exists throughout my childhood. What if I told you that the healthiest and the happiest communities of our country don't own fancy gyms or eat processed food and have zero lifestyle diseases? Yes, you heard me right. At a very early stage in my life, I got exposed to the tribal communities of Northeast. In the Zero Valley of Arunachal Pradesh lives the Apatani tribe. They have zero lifestyle illnesses, and they are also one of the happiest people that you'll find in the country. They grow their own vegetables, walk miles every day, and have the highest life expectancy, one of the highest life expectancy in the country. In Meghalaya, the village of Molinong, also the Asia's cleanest village, has one of the healthiest and the happiest people living. Now as an adult and also as a specialist doctor of the 21st century, I just wonder that we'll come up with transformative medicines and breakthrough procedures to manage lifestyle diseases or chronic illnesses. But here's the problem with this so-called progress. We do not want to manage chronic diseases. We do not want to go back to the similar patterns or the environments that made us fall sick in the first place. We want a solution to not fall prey to those diseases. Rather, we don't even need any technological breakthrough or innovation to manage chronic diseases. The atomic healthy habits are available to us free of cost, the art of which has clearly been mastered by these communities, as the evidence speaks. So, the atomic habits of healthy eating, drinking enough water, exercising daily, and stress management is here available for all of us. So, ladies and gentlemen, the math here is very simple now. It's up to you now whether you want to add or subtract minutes or DALYs from this precious gift of life. Thank you.